What's up guys, and welcome to another YuGiOh Duel Links video. So currently, as you saw, Sora has appeared. Let's check out the event page real quick and see the details. So he appears as a random duelist and does not appear at the gate, and that's interesting as well. Sora as a character in Arc-V, as you know, he uses Fluffals and Fright Fur monsters, and he's from the Fusion Dimension. So at first he was a spy for his dual academy, but then he turned over to YuGiOh's side and became one of the few supporting protagonist roles. And let's check out the recommended rewards for this particular character. So first up we have Fluffal Crane. When a face-up Fluffal monster you control is destroyed by your opponent's attack or card effect and sent to the graveyard, target one of those destroyed monsters, add it to your hand. If you do, draw a card. So this is a very decent draw engine as well, so I do recommend picking up a few copies of this card. Next up is Fluffal Leo. When this card declares an attack, it gains 500 attack points until the end of the battle phase. That's very decent as well. 1600 points of attack and a level 4 fairy type monster. And aside from that, let's scroll down just a bit more. So Battle of the Elementals, Miracle's Descent, Toy Emperor, and Versago the Destroyer. Okay, so I don't think this character is a character to be unlocked as a legendary duelist, more of like an introduction to the character of Sora Perse. So without further ado, let's check out Arc-V World real quick and switch on to that side. Okay, and let's see where Sora Perse is right now. And there he is. So level 40, the true summoning fusion, cards to obtain Fluffal Crane, Fluffal Leo, and the few cards mentioned before. And as I do recommend for those of you who are dueling against legendary duelist events kind like this, I do recommend using all of your event boosters such as result boosters for higher chance of points, EXP boosters to increase your experience, extra life, and extra card, just in case you run into a playstyle you are unfamiliar with. So if you are not familiar with an archetype like Fright Fur or Fluffals, then I do recommend using extra life and extra card. And without further ado, let's begin the duel sequence and see how our duel goes. And there it is. Let's begin our duel against Sora Perse, our first encounter. Mystical Space Typhoon, alrighty, let's go. You end your turn just like that, okay. Alright, so let's check out what we have in our hand. We have DD Nighthawk, DD Savant Nikolai, and also DD Savant Newton. Okay, so first up, let's activate Dark Contract. And we add DD Slime into our hand, just like that. And now with DD Slime in hand, let's activate the effect of Fusion Summoning and bring out DD's Oracle King Dark. And we will be using Savant Nikolai as our fusion material. Let's go. And to double check what synchros we have a level 7 synchro. Yeah, level 7 synchro only. And also this monster is a level 6, so if we were to activate the effect, that would not be very helpful. So in the end, let's set this card face down, let's set the pendulum scale of Savant, and we continue with our battle phase. Toy vendor, okay, that's fine by me. Alright, you add Fluffal Fright Fur Fusion into your hand, that's nice, that's adorable. Fright Fur Daredevil, then we activate the trap card, use the effect, discard Nighthawk to the graveyard, and destroy that face-up card. Okay, they'll keep adding cards in their hands. And as you can see, there's a lot of play you can do in one single turn. So let's continue on with that. Okay. So now triggers. Let's activate the effect of discarding Savant and destroying Frightful Devil. And let's activate Dark Contract with the Gate to add a card from our deck to the hand. Okay, so right now it is in your hand or graveyard, target 2 face-up spell and tries to control and get rid of them. Okay, that's fine by me, I don't mind that effect. Next up, I think it's better we get the Pendulum Scale monsters into our hand. Alrighty then. Then we Pendulum set. Now we activate the effect of Doom King Armageddon. Add Doom King Armageddon into our hand and shuffle Harpy's Feather Duster back into the deck. And now we Pendulum Summon Triple D Doom King Armageddon onto the field. Now with no cards in hand, so I'm gonna be betting a lot in this final attack, and let's go. And voila, okay, that's one way to defeat Sora. So if you're gonna go against a fusion based deck like Sora, it's better if you remember to keep certain cards in play, unlike mine, where as you can see, it's pretty messed up in my opinion for all my Triple D deck. Especially what I drew in that following turn, so I should do some more tinkering from time to time again. And by doing Sora, we have our dual quest and we accumulate a lot of gems, which is pretty sweet. And there it goes, Sora's yandere kind of face, but he's a dude. Next up, okay, defeat Sora once, you obtain this card. And once you defeat Sora twice, you'll obtain 3 times you'll obtain Toy Emperor. If you defeat him 7 times, you'll get Fluffal Leo, and the 15th time you'll obtain Fluffal Crane. But it's better if you also duel against him from time to time to increase the chances, as well as obtain more drops of cards that he will actually have. And aside from that, the Waveduel Scramble is currently available as well. So as you can see, right now we're in the GX Cup, in the GX wave, where you had to duel against most of the GX characters from GX. And the final round you'll be dueling against 3 YuGiOh GX Legendary Duelists. So it's normally a stretch and see what kind of duelist you'll land on. And as usual, you also have your free lottery coins per day on a daily basis. And yes, I have yet to obtain certain cards, but I have obtained 2 copies of Bounty and also 1 copy of Unwavering Bond. So that's one of the few things I did obtain throughout this entire event. And by defeating these 3 legendary duelists in this final round, I can obtain my 2nd copy of Unwavering Bond. And once that does happen, I have basically two play set of it all. And that's about it for the new updates of Sora coming onto Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc-V. Although we were hoping for Sora to be a legendary duelist that can be unlocked, however that is not the case. But it's fine, do not worry. Instead, we will enjoy this final round where you can duel against 3 legendary duelists at the same time. Against all these 3 characters, Tyranno Hasselberry, Alexis Rhodes, and finally Jaden Yuki. And we will be using the alter ego that is Supreme King Jaden. Without further ado, let's go! Come on! Andale! Alright, let's go, Hasselberry. Show me what you got. Okay. This is fine. Okay. Alright, Alrighty then. Alright. Let's activate this card. And now proceed to battle. And we end our turn. Element Saurus, okay, let's get our fusion materials back from the deck to hand. And let's add Clayman. We'll take some damage right there, but it's fine, it's still manageable. And now we proceed on to the next round, Block Dragon. Okay. So Block Dragon, special summon by branching 3 Earth from hand or graveyard. And so we'll be setting Clayman onto the field first, and let's see how it goes. Black Terror, alrighty then. Take 1000 points of damage please. And now we proceed with a duel. Let's bring out Malicious Edge. Higher attack points, that's one thing. And let's go proceed with the attack. And now we activate Mass Change. Get rid of this card, bring out Mouse Hero Diane. Attack once more. Mouse Hero Diane's effect activates. Let's get Stratos out onto the field. Stratos effect activates, and we can add a hero from our deck to hand. Which hero? Of course we'll be adding this one. And attack. With that being said, let's activate this effect. A Dusted Gold to the graveyard and get a copy of Dark Fusion into hand. And with that, let's activate our Dark Fusion spell card and go into Dark Gaia with 6100 attack points. If this isn't a comeback duel, I don't know what is. And now 5100 points of attack, let's go! And now to Jaden Yuku. Warrior returning alive, alrighty, come on. Okay, that's it. Alright. Let's see, special summon. Should we special summon Block Dragon? Add up to 3 rock type from the deck to hand, whose level equals so we can use this effect of Block Dragon once per turn. That's fine. Let's attack Neos, activate Diane's effect, and bring out Infernal Gainer onto the field. And now we attack with Dark Gaia using the effect. Turn it into attack position, please. Okay. And goodbye. With that being said, now let's just wait what he plans to do next. Polymerization, alright. Evil Hero Grand Merge, that's fine. Bubble Man and attack, nice. What are you gonna bring out? Okay, I did not expect that. But that is fine, cause we got this boy. And now we can go for a fight for one more attack, one more effect. Let's bring out Block Dragon by banishing the materials. Let's get rid of Diane. And now we go for the final attack. And there we go. So that was an interesting duel, but it sadly wasn't as fast as I thought I could finish it, but that's fine. Since we can finish, and as you can see there were multiple points of combos in that following deck, it is fine. And now we obtain our second copy of Unwavering Bond, and we just gotta wait until the 20th of March, which is tomorrow at 1 PM for the next upcoming wave duels. And if you are interested in seeing my deck profile for Supreme King's Evil Heroes, so here it is. I'm playing copies of Block Dragon and also Valkyrian the Magna Warrior. So aside from high attack points we bring out in Evil Hero Dark Gaia, there are certain other options I can do. So if I have Block Dragon in hand and I have a few Earth type monsters in the graveyard or in hand, I can special summon this monster and getting rid of cards like that. So cards like these two are pretty much not pretty much like the oddballs out, but Valkyrian is basically the card that's only used as a fusion material. So if you want, you can get rid of this card and add Block Dragon instead. So by playing 2 Block Dragons, that's one combo you can go around with. Since most of the monsters here are pretty much Earth type monsters, especially if you're gonna activate Malicious Hero, adding 2 other copies of Malicious Edge into your deck, which means you have a higher chance of drawing into those cards as well. And also Mask Change is because of Diane, but if you don't want to play Mask Change, that's also fine. And overall, I'm playing 2 copies of Evil Hero Lightning Golem, so in case I do go Dark Fusion into it, I can activate Dark Calling and bring out a second copy and destroy my opponent's field just on that turn. Not to mention, if you have Supreme King's Castle, you can also increase your monster's attack points, especially for your Fiend type monsters, especially for your fusion monsters, as well as Evil Hero Infernal Gaia. For the rest of them, as you can see, this deck itself is quite heavy on fusion summoning, and I'm planning to level up Supreme King just a bit more so I can get 3 copies of Dark Fusion. So when I have Malicious Hero activated, that means I'll have 4 copies of Dark Fusions inside my deck, and I can actually do more fusion summoning during that turn. And if I want to add more cards into hand, especially for the fusion materials, Fusion Reserve is a great card to use. Although it's limited to 3 copies, it's also fine as well, because playing 2 copies is just nice. And sometimes if you do not draw into any fusion related materials, at least you have Rainbow Life to actually protect yourself during that turn. Not to mention, if you were to discard Block Dragon, this card can be special summoned from hand or graveyard by bashing 3 other Earth attribute monsters from your hand or your graveyard as well. So it is a pretty flexible card to use in this deck, and if you want to use more Earth attribute related monsters, that is fine as well, as long as you can get the fusion materials out, especially like for Evil Hero Dark Gaia or even for Mask Hero Diane. Anyways guys, that's all I have for today regarding for Sora Perse appearing as an Arc-V character in YuGiOh Duel Links, as well as the Waveduel Scramble coming on. So normally when a new character is introduced, they are normally introduced in this manner, and most probably in about the next month or so, Sora Perse might be finally available as a playable and unlockable duelist in an upcoming event, and based on per episode as you play throughout the entire event. And with that, I'd like to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Today has been a very long video, and I do apologize for that. But until then, stay safe, keep dueling, have fun, and also participate in the Waveduel Scramble event, and also farm as much Fluffal cards you can from Sora Perse. So with that, goodbye and see ya.